One team that is getting a lot of victories at the moment, and we can see it by looking at the League Two table, is the fact that Leyton Orient are officially doing bits. They are tearing it up at the moment. And it's a really exciting time for them with the goals and the wins that they're bringing to the table. We spoke about it at the start of the season, thinking Kenny Jackett could get a hold of this team and with the players that they were bringing in, maybe do something, but probably not expecting them to be as good as they've been. Of course, he had just, I guess, success to a point with Portsmouth, but now at Leyton Orient, he's had a really cracking start. They're absolutely flying at the moment, undefeated in their last 4 games in the league, 3 of those being wins, 9 goals across the 4 games, conceding only 2. And they've moved to a 3-4-3, which is what I want to dive into now for our League 2 deep dive. We're going to have a look at Leyton Orient for this week. So they've opted to this 3-4-3 in the last 3 matches. And what it's doing, it's allowing the front 3 to shine. The key players are being utilised in the attacking areas. So when we're talking about the front 3, let me introduce to you Aaron Drinen, Harry Smith, and Theo Archibald. They're the front 3 for Leyton Orient. So if you're a League 2 fan and you're not aware of these two, you probably want to keep an eye out for them. 6'5" target man. Harry Smith is that man in the middle. And then he's got 2 players in Drinen and Archibald who swap around him throughout the game, depending on what's happening in the game, if it's going well or who they're playing against. And the front 3 have combined to score a total of 12 goals in the league. They've also all scored in back-to-back league games. I want to dive into each of these players, so we're going to do that right now. If you're a Leyton Orient fan and you're watching this, hit that like button because we're bigging up your guys here. Harry Smith, let's talk about him first. The man who scored 5 consecutive games, 6 goals in total, and he's scoring on average every 86 minutes. He's integral. He's averaging 40.1 touches per 90. He's winning 30.3 aerial duels. That's 63% per 90. Look at that. Great touch for a big lad. It's a great little finish that he's got here. This, I mean, Bristol Rovers will be fuming at this, but look, it's a cultured header. We'll give him that. And the important thing is that he is clinical. Conversion rate is 35%, which is incredibly healthy, especially in League Two. And he's only missed 2 big chances from his 7 appearances so far this season. He's the target man. He's there, 6'5" man. Get the ball to him and then allow those 2 players to work around him. Let's start off with Aaron Drinen, who made the move from Ipswich Town, struggled at Ipswich Town and moved in the summer. And it's a new role for him because previously he'd been a sort of central striker for most of his career. Now he's playing off Harry Smith, which allows him kind of opportunities to get in the box unmarked. You know, waiting for that little flick on. It's always so difficult to deal with. He's there in behind and gets himself in the box. And he scored 3 goals and he's assisted 2 from his 6 appearances this season. So he's the guy who's playing a little bit more central out of that front 3 and looking to kind of get beyond at times. Then it comes down to the creativity. Introducing Theo Archibald, who's on loan from League One Lincoln City. And he's, as I say, probably the more creative type of the front 3. 3 assists so far. But he's also offering up 3 goals as well. Good finishes as well. He's kind of got this role of ball progression. That's his main role. And I'm going to tell you kind of how they set up, because I think this change in formation is a really big part of it. And it all just fits in really lovely. Like I said, Aaron Drinen a little bit more central. Theo Archibald staying a bit more wider, often on the left-hand side. And when you look back a little bit further back, and as I say, 3-4-3 when it comes to Leyton Orient, you've got Connor Wood, who's the left wing back. He's staying back that little bit more, often because it's Archibald in front of him. But what it's allowing is a bit of an elbow tactic. So it's allowing Tom James, the right wing back, who's absolutely flying for them at the moment, to do exactly that. 1 goal and 2 assists in the last 2 games, 3 key passes in each match. 5 crosses as well. Look, you've got a 6'5" target man and 2 guys around him. Get those quality crosses in. They've got a lot of players, actually, Leyton Orient, who can deliver a good pass. But Tom James is the main one. And I wanted to show you the heat map, which kind of just shows you their positioning here. This is Tom James and Connor Wood against Bristol Rovers. At the bottom there, you can see Connor Wood just staying that little bit further back, being that option in midfield with that sort of at that middle dot of the 3. But generally kind of staying back that little bit more. And then Tom James, he's not messing about in that on the halfway line. He's either getting forward to put those crosses in, or he's obviously getting back into his defensive position as well. And it's interesting to see. It's really, really working for Leyton Orient at the moment. Next up for them, they've got Mansfield Town, who are winless in their last 6 matches. So it being the EFL, Mansfield will probably win this one. But I think what's great is that the way that they're working at the moment, I think Mansfield are conceding a lot of goals at the moment from set pieces as well, that you've got to watch out for Leyton Orient this season. Something's happening there. Something is happening there. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, every single Thursday, 4 p.m, I will be live on the League of 72 channel talking about all things EFL, looking at all 72 clubs. So if you want to join us for the exclusive access and, of course, watching some of your favourite goals from your team, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell.